What if everything you've been told is a lie? The systems you trusted, the stories about who you are and what you're worth, the fat guy with the long beard and red suit bringing you gifts if you behave. I don't even have a chimney. They handed you a script the moment you arrived, told you it was truth, told you it was real, told you this is just how life is. But what if I told you that script was fugazi? A beautifully packaged set of illusions, built to keep you quiet, confused, and compliant. No, you're not crazy for questioning it. You're waking up. And that's the one thing the system can't control. They don't need fences when your mind is the prison. They don't need chains when you police your own thoughts. From school to screens, from debt to distractions. This whole setup is one big behavioral experiment. But here's the kicker. They've normalized the cage so well. Most people decorate it, call it adulthood, call it success, call it reality. But you've felt it, haven't you? That gnawing sense something's off, that this can't be it. And you're right. In my youth, I remember somebody telling me that there was this fairy who would pay me for each of my fallen teeth. When my tooth fell out, I didn't tell anyone because I didn't really want anybody asking me for money. I just put it under my pillow as I was told and waited patiently, looking forward to the next morning payday. First night went by, nothing. Second night went by, still broke as a joke. After 3 nights went by and that stank tooth was still under that pillow, I thought to myself, man, the tooth fairy from my neighborhood really ain't shit. Anyway, I'm sure you can relate. The truth didn't disappear. It was altered, inverted, buried under noise. You were taught to chase, not remember, to consume, not create, to fit in, not awaken. They want obedience, not originality. They fear the ones who remember who they are, and so they build an algorithm to flatten you, to study you, to box your essence into categories and keywords. But what they can't code is soul. Here's the part they didn't count on. You started remembering, maybe slowly, maybe painfully, maybe in the middle of heartbreak, loss, or breakdown. But you began waking up. You saw through the mask. And once you start seeing, you can't unsee. You realize this whole setup wasn't just broken. It was built to break you before you could realize who you really are. You feel too much because you were never meant to be numb. You question everything because you were never meant to be programmed. You stand alone because the crowd is sedated. And you're alive. The world will call you dramatic, crazy, overthinker, paranoid. But what if you're not broken? What if your soul is simply intact in a place that depends on soul loss? You're not here to fit in. You're here to expose the mole. Let's be real. Awakening is brutal. Most won't tell you about the nights where you feel like you're losing your mind. The isolation, the friends that fall away, the family that doesn't understand. You start to see things no one else talks about. You notice the energetic leeches, the soulless patterns, the people who feel hollow. And it's not your imagination. Not everyone has soul depth. Not everyone is here like you are. Some are background code. Others are distractions wrapped in human skin. This reality has layers. And the deeper you go, the more the game changes. You're not crazy. You're early. You're one of the first in your circle to crack through the illusion. You're not broken. You're the signal. Others like you exist. They've walked through fire. They've questioned everything. They've torn down their entire identity just to find the truth underneath. They are out there, Scattered, silent, powerful, watching, listening, awakening. You are one of them. This isn't just personal, it's collective. The world you knew is crumbling. Old systems are dissolving. Artificial structures can't survive in divine frequency. You feel the tremble because you were born to help rebuild. From soul, from truth, from the knowing that can't be taught. And that's terrifying for the ones who built this world on lies. So now it's you, face to face with the crossroads. Keep playing along, or rewrite the script. Stay plugged in, or unplug and finally see. Because the moment you claim your mind, reclaim your soul, and remember who you actually are. The matrix starts to fall apart, not because you fought it, but because you stopped feeding it. So you're not broken, you're breaking through. If you're lost right now, good. It means your compass is rejecting false direction. Confusion is the detox of the programmed mind. Pain is the price of perception. Isolation is a sign you're no longer tuned to the herd. This is what awakening feels like in a realm built on control. You're not behind. You're ahead of the curve. Unlearning takes time. You came here realizing something. Even if they tried to beat it out of you with noise, trauma, and repetition, it's still there. You weren't made to survive the system. You were made to transcend it, to glitch it, to reveal the cracks. So if you're seeing through it all, don't shrink, don't retreat, don't numb it away. That discomfort, it's your soul tugging the curtain back. Everything you were told might be a lie, but that doesn't mean you are lost. It means you're finally free to find the truth yourself. The real kind, the quiet kind, the kind that can't be bought, branded, or downloaded. You were never meant to be a machine. You're not a barcode, not a bot, not another background character in someone else's program. You're the glitch, the code breaker, the reminder that the truth can't stay buried forever.